Hey y'all, welcome back to Deep Sky Farms and welcome back to AgroForests. We're back to AgroForests today entirely because of all of you. The numbers don't lie, this is one of my most popular series and I'm kind of kicking myself for abandoning it like I did. But here's the thing. About the time that I stopped recording this series, there was a major update to the map, including things like the sheds you see in front of you. So what I decided to do when I decided to come back to this series was to do the update. We're starting over from scratch. We've got $1 million in cash, $250,000 in debt, no start farm, and hard economic difficulty. So the mapmaker has decided that even on start from scratch, we should get to keep our share of the equipment or some share of the equipment, which is cool. And I think this time I'm going to start with this Massey Ferguson combine, but we'll get into that later. I just wanted to confirm that in fact we do get some starting equipment. We're going to change a lot of it out because I want to do some cool stuff, but the first thing that we need to do to make this work is to buy some land. The goal of this episode is to get our basic start farm up and running, get the land bought, get some animals placed, and do a little bit of building editing because I have an idea how I want things to go up in here. There's some stuff there now, but I want to change it up because I want to do something. So let's start with buying some land. Okay, so this is the area that I want to work on today. I might do this build over a couple of videos, but today we're going to work on this. First thing we need to do is we need to use easy development controls to stop time. And into build mode we go. So this is one of the new additions from the mapmaker. They've put this shed up here. Remember I said this would have been a great place for a shed? They thought so too. But we're going to get rid of that because I want to do something different up here. And can we sell that one? Okay. Now the other thing that I need to do, or I want to do, is I want to temporarily remove this bunker. Because we're going to have something going in there in a little bit. But for now, we're going to work with this here. And in this area here, I want to put in small heated workshop. And we're going to press R to get us into snapping mode. And I want to bring this as much over to this edge as we can. Is that correct? Yeah, that's correct. And shove it kind of in the back there. Because, actually, hang on. No, that doesn't work because it's not going to make it easy for us to swing in like we want to. Although, it is a mighty wide door, and if we shove it back here as much as we can, we might get away with it. I did a little rehearsal, and I had stuff working kind of the way I wanted. Okay. This may change my layout ideas. But if we bring this like that, gives us a little bit more room off the front to do stuff. Yeah, right on there. Okay. Let's walk down there and see. I need a little scoot about bike here. Okay, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. And the main thing is we can spin the combine in there if Yeah, we can spin the combine or maybe even a truck and a trailer into that big door. I'm just going to open this big door. There she is. All right. We got some trees poking out. That's fine. I don't think I can move that tree, but what I can do, again, using easy dev controls or chainsaw, I can knock that tree down, just so it's not going through the window. But let's try the first thing, and we're going to go into trees, sculpting trees. I've got move or readjust placeables mod. Can I do that? No, I can't do that. So I would have to delete it. Okay, and that's what we're going to do. So, back to easy dev controls. And what we're looking for is delete objects input. We're going to turn that to on. And then if we walk up to this, just press F1. You see now we have delete tree up here. Delete tree, and that takes it out of the corner of our building. But I liked having a tree there. So we're going to put one back in. That was a small ponderosa pine. I can't remember if that's a placeable tree, so we might have to do a different tree. Let's put a pagoda dogwood in back here. Right, and then now we have our nice tree-lined. It's in the water. That's okay. It might be okay. It does what we want to do. Okay. Cool. I'm not going to get super detailed about painting just yet because there's some more stuff to go in. Okay. Now, along the back of this, I want to have... Well, actually, let's put the other big thing in here while we're down here. The other big thing is this big thing. No, not that big thing. That's a really big thing. Here it is. The American Double Silo. This is on the Mod Hub. And it's big, but not outrageously big. My first instinct is to throw this here. But I think that'll block access to our door. And there's no... Well, that's not horrible either. It's right on top of me, but it's not horrible. My other idea was to put it here. Which is actually pretty good here. Right? Because it's built onto the bedrock. It's going to be pretty stable. And we can landscape this up and make it look pretty decent. Plus, it's not going to be in the way for harvesting. Plus, it's going to be in a place where we can truck in and out of here. So this is the big thing that goes here. There's plenty of room to spin a tractor trailer around in this area here. Like, it would be nice to have a scale set up, but I don't know if that's a little bit too... I don't know if our farm's big enough to have its own scale. But this looks about right for it. So we're just going to go into free mode and put it right there. Okay. Yeah, even a free mode placement, that's not horrible. Yeah, I could see that. You know, excavate down to the bedrock, pour the concrete right on the bedrock. Take a sip of my coffee here. I've got a lovely dark roast from a local roastery going this morning. And okay. So now the next thing that we're going to need to worry about is some fuel. So under containers, I want to use this one down here. If I remember correctly, this is LJR. I'm gonna put this. I have one gripe about this, and that's that the trigger is in a weird place. Like the fill trigger to me should be up by the front of the pump. So I wonder if we can fix this. Can we take a side trip? Okay, we're in Giants Editor and we're looking at our tank and we're looking at it from straight above. If you need to figure out how to get to this spot, there's a ton of videos out there and I'm sure I've done it. It's not that complicated. So anyway, we're looking straight down on our thing and what we're looking at or looking for is our loading trigger. Now, LJR has given us a nice big loading trigger so that no matter where we pull up, it's going to be fine. So if we roll up here with our tractor, it'll load. The only thing is our loading marker is here. And that's the thing that's kind of mildly annoying me, ever so slightly. Okay. And our discharge node is up here. Okay. So what we want to do is we want to move our loading marker. Move this up here. Move this here. Actually, and can we overlap it with our discharge node? 002.697 2.697. Save it. And all we've done is change the location of the marker. We haven't changed the location of the actual discharge node or the loading trigger. So we're going to save this off and we're going to go back into the game. And we're back. And you can see that our fill trigger marker is at the front of the tank now. That was easy. So we're going to fill this up with some fuel. Yep. Okay, we have fuel on the farm. Okay. It's going to be for our liquid fertilizer, and if we can get it to hold still. I don't know why, my middle mouse button's acting weird lately. Middle mouse button, okay. Wow, okay, hold still, hold still. We're going to drop one here. Okay. And I don't care if it's in free placement mode. And then we're going to put one more about right here. We're going to put a small one here. This is going to be for herbicide. 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 Yep. $5,000 worth of herbicide. Oh, I just realized now that this one here is pointing the wrong direction. That should have the spout pointing out like this one. Okay, we'll fix that. Again, this is one where the trigger marker is in the wrong place. right? Like everything, the trigger marker and the wrench icon are rotated 90 degrees from where they should be. Like it should be like this, but it's like this. So I'm going to guess. I'm not going to go into Giants Editor yet, but I'm going to guess that it's like the fuel tank, that we've got our stuff is where it's supposed to be. And if not, I'll go back and fix it. Now, how do we rotate this again? Okay, so it's right button to rotate it. And it's ever so slightly flaky. Right button up and down to rotate it. Okay, rotate 90 degrees. And we're good. Save the changes, yes. And then the last one that we're going to put in this area for now is we're going to throw in a bulk tech for some lime, and hopefully these triggers don't conflict too much. I may have to do some tweaking around here, or maybe because this has got to load. This has to load off of a conveyor. So let's think about putting that over here. And that way there's a little bit less chance for a conflict with the triggers. These aren't available yet. They're available for FS22. I haven't converted them over at FS25 yet. Okay, so that's pretty good. All right. Okay, so herbicide, and this is going to be liquid fertilizer. Yep. That looks okay. Yeah, that looks okay. And we've just whistled through a whole pile of money here. And we want to fill that with lime. We may need to F10 ourselves some more money, but let's just see, look at our finances. How much have we spent? $800,000. Granted, you know, a bunch of that was on the land. But this is it. This is the basic. This is the basic of what we wanted to do in this area. This is going to be kind of the hub, and this is a good start. Okay, so we're going to run up on here. We're going to do a little bit of a lens scraping time lapse, and we're going to call it good. Okay, I think this looks pretty decent, And we have one last thing to do to literally plant some stakes in the ground and call this our own. So let's do that. Okay, this is it. This is now our farm. And off we go again. We're going to do some cool stuff next episode, I think, with the equipment. We're going to stay on stop time while we get that sorted out. But, yeah, this is a good start. I'm super happy with it. So, until next time, if you want to see some top quality Minecraft content, check out our friends over at Otter Plays. If you enjoy what we're doing here and are having fun with this, leave us a like, give us a thumbs up, ring the bell. I don't post often, so I won't spam you with notifications. Or if you really like what we're doing, maybe throw us a subscribe. It'll help us with the algorithm and get us up to our next goal of 300 subscribers. So, thank you all for coming out. We'll catch you next time. Take care of yourselves, y'all.